So we all know how these new video games are, right? They basically feel like a movie with all these fancy cutscenes and stuff. Well, today I'll be telling you some of the best video games that will make you feel like you're in a movie. Let's go. The first game on this list is the Halo series, and this should not come at a surprise because this game, well, whatever is the newest Halo game, is always just ahead of its time, and the cutscenes always feel so climactic. It is really amazing, and honestly, I think every person that has ever owned an Xbox has played at least one Halo game at least one time. At this rate, the game is practically iconic. Next up, we got Call of Duty. I mean, look at this cutscene. Does that not look like something from an action movie? And especially the older Call of Duties, because the older Call of Duties are way better than the new ones, and although the graphics aren't as good, the story is just 10 out of 10, you know? You'll get really emotional. Like, you think the ending of Titanic is sad? Just, um, just see the ending of Modern Warfare 2. That's an interesting one. But trust me, you'll get so emotionally attached to these characters, and then they kill them off. It's kind of funny. Next up, we have the Mortal Kombat series, specifically the newer ones like XL and 11. And I say this because the way the newer Mortal Kombat games work, at least the campaign, basically, you know, it'll play like a really long cutscene, and then you'll actually get to the gameplay. So it's basically like a movie, but whenever they do any like the cool action stunts, you're the ones that do them. It's pretty cool if you ask me, and yeah. Next up, we got the Batman video games. Now, Arkham Batman was honestly something else. I mean, this guy took on all of Arkham's biggest villains in one night. And when I mean one night, I mean one 6 to 8 hour period. All the villains, all the DLCs, all the side quests, all in one night. And the cutscenes too, like, they put a lot of thought into every villain, whether it be a side quest, a main quest, or a DLC, honestly. Like, you can tell they put a lot of effort into these games, and even though there's only 3 of them, all 3 of them are amazing, whether it be the soundtrack, the gameplay, and maybe even the graphics, because for their time, the graphics are usually pretty good. But still, easy, 10 out of 10. Next up, we got the Battlefield series, which is quite literally a game that got popular because of the way it looks. The graphics are always so detailed and so ahead of its time. I mean, Battlefield 4, a game that came out in 2013, looks better than some of the games that came out nowadays. It's hilarious. I mean, this game's gameplay is more strategical, but the graphics are just beautiful, honestly. And the game itself is also really good too. Like, you'll get emotional over the story and everything. Definitely play this game, especially if you like Call of Duty. Because although it's not the same like Call of Duty, it's not as, I guess, action-packed, you'll still love it, trust me. Next up, we got the Assassin's Creed series. Now, this game has beautiful landscaping, which will make you feel like a movie, and this game always has the best graphics of its time, you know, like a lot of the other games on this list. But my point is that this game has made me cry, laugh, grieve. It's made me experience all the emotions that a good movie would usually make you feel. And in fact, the first ever video game I played was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So I have a fair share dealing with this game. And if you haven't played it, I'm just telling you, you're missing out because it is very similar to the Arkham Batman series, and that's something I definitely like about it because Batman is also my favorite superhero. Next up, we got the Fallout series. Now, everybody, well, at least every gamer knows about this series. And I say this because everyone, whether they're like 20 or 2 years old, has played at least one Fallout game, whether it be Fallout 4, Fallout 3, New Vegas, 2, whatever. But these games definitely do feel like movies, especially the newer ones, because there's so much story to each game and there's so many hidden Easter eggs. It actually is really fun. And each Fallout game, at least the ones that I've played, all either iconic. I mean, Fallout 3 and New Vegas are basically going to be remembered as some of the best games of all time. Next up, we have For Honor. Now, although the multiplayer sucks, the actual campaign feels like a movie because of how detailed the actual cutscenes are. It's amazing. And once you get to know the actual lore of the game, you actually realize it is really good. I mean, the actual cutscenes in the actual game, once you really get to realize how good it is, it really does live up for its title, For Honor. That's all I have for you guys today, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.